Hey, what is going on? The printer guy here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to print on sublimation paper. Now this is going to be using a Mac operating system. So that means if you have an iMac, if you have a MacBook Pro, these are the settings you're going to use basically to be able to print on sublimation papers. So you should already have your design picked out, and once you have it, you're going to open up the PNG or JPEG file, whatever it is you end up having. You're going to pull up that image and you're going to click Command P. This should bring up the preview of the image, and it should put it in a format where you should see all these options where you can select your printer, select the presets, and a lot of different other settings that I'm going to kind of touch on briefly here in this video. I need to talk about these settings because this is what makes ultimately the biggest difference when you are printing on sublimation paper. You want to make sure that you know whether you want to do portrait or landscaped, and really taking a look at the media you're going to print on along with the sublimation paper and measuring out everything so that you know and have a better idea of what it is and the area that you're going to be printing on. In my case, I'm printing on a metal sign, and I am actually going to have to cut the paper. Now the scale is something that's going to be definitely adjustable, so you're going to want to play with that a little bit. You also want to look at the layout and paper handling as well. There's a lot of different things to consider. So when we get to our printer options, we're going to click on color options, and we're not going to change anything there. You really don't need to change all these different settings. Color matching, if you click mirror image, that is actually going to flip the image, or mirror it. So basically when you print it, it's going to be printed on the correct way. You want to make sure you either select mirroring, or I clicked flip horizontally, and that does the same effect. I did that earlier in the video. So you're going to see how it prints on one way on the paper, but then when you actually are printing on the media, the image is facing the right way. So that's very important. Alright, so this is the printer I use, the Epson EcoTank 2400. Now, I actually ended up using different sublimation paper to successfully print on a metal sign. I was using the wrong sublimation paper. That is a lesson for you and a mistake that you don't have to make. Making sure that the type of sublimation paper that you are using is the right type of paper for the media you're printing on. I'm going to be linking down below to some sublimation paper I used from Amazon, and that gave me some really good results with the metal sign, and it also prints on t-shirts. But that was the result of the print I was able to get with sublimation paper. And now I'm taking it a step further, and I am heat pressing it onto this metal sign. So as you see, I used heat resistant tape. If you want more video content of how I ended up getting this sublimation image printed or sublimated onto this metal sign, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be coming out with a lot more content around sublimation printing and how I ended up successfully printing on this metal sign. I'll also be doing some other sublimation prints, so subscribe and like this video if it was helpful. Remember, all of the product links I ended up talking about in this video, including the sublimation ink that I used to get this image, is going to be linked down below as well. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. I handpicked 2 videos that are here on the screen for you to watch next. Also consider subscribing to this channel. There's so much helpful content for you if you're a printer owner, and it's just good to have a resource like this for you in the future, whether you're dealing with a printer that's not printing well or you need more printer recommendations. So I look forward to seeing you again in another video.